All right, Coach, we have a perfect day for football. The roof is open, in fact, here at Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Let's go now. Check.
They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. And an alley to run. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Well, partner, if we had their entire playbook in front of us, I'm not sure we would have picked out that play as the one to run in that situation. How about the guts of the offensive coordinator dialing that one up into great success?
On the set. 59 mark. Check. 59. All day, baby. All day. Watch the edge. Watch the twist.
Fournette, a first down carry. There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Good track.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. That may be a sneak peek on this opening drive of what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead, he doesn't waste any time on wrapping another dimension to his game, showing off those wheels, and picking up some nice yardage.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Second and 10. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 25-yard line.
Come on, set. Touch the outlaw. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his right. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Fournette, first down, still going. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Set 180. Round 80. Twist. 49. Check 49. Check 49.
On first down, it's Taylor. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Strong right. Hey, we got 4. Cluster. Alert 3. Wait, 80 behind.
Throwing, Rivers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
You see me?
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Mike's 50. Hey, Rocket. Shift. Watch the shift. Hey, easy.
3rd and long for Rivers. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Come on, let's go.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the line. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
380. Mike 51. He's keeping skinny. He's checking. Crash.
On 2nd and 9, Rivers. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, let's go. Watch the pass. Here we go. Check three.
Now Taylor. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
51 to Mike, boy. 51.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rivers, he's got Burton here. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
We're okay. 380. Here we go. Wide. Get wide. Cluster. 80 weapons.
On 3rd down, Rivers. And he's got his man, Hilton. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 30 yards there. And, of course, the 1st down as well. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Check. Hey, go Orange. Orange. Greystone, grab it.
Now Rivers. They'll run the screen with Mack. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Protein spill. Hey, turn it up, turn it up.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Ready, round 80. All right, T, let's go. All right, T. Kill, 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 kill. Check. Check.
From the 17, Rivers. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Anthony Walker, the other Colts linebacker with over 100 tackles a year ago, making the play there. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. They're going to look to throw. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
1st down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Check. Hey, alert 3. Check. 53 for Mike. Check.
Now back to throw. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
53, Mike.
They'll look to throw here. Now he's going to go for it all. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
That's good for the Colts. First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10.
Load it. Check.
From the gun, Rivers. He's going to air one out. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Brings up second and 10.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's second and 10.
Man, 4 down. Check. 4 down. Hey, no, look, we got Mike. Cluster right. Here we go. Hey, watch this.
Throwing again. Rivers. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Down with time. 4 down. Check. 12. Mike 50.
Rivers hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley Cox. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Flushed out right. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Excellent execution of the RPO there by the rookie, Charles.
And what I like about the game today is that the NFL is welcoming these things that they do in college because he had plenty of experience doing that. In the old days, they would have coached that out of him. Now they look at what he did there, maybe even bring the exact play to their playbook in the NFL and turn him loose.
On first down, Taylor. Tackle that time by Ronnie Harrison.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
So 190, 180. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Red Delta!
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And the catch made by Hilton. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 3 yards on first, 4 on second, and now 5 on third down. Move the sticks.
First down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
180! Hey, bro, 80! Hey, Rocket! Hey, I'm coming! Alert flare! Mike 51! Rabbit!
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33.
There we go!
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13.
Hey, check Mike 50. 0. Get the 50. Check Mike 50. We got to get the ball.
From the gun, Rivers. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 13-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10.
Check 26. Watch twins. Check nickel. Look at me. Door.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
It's a pickup of 3.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Tight right. 4 there. Alert. Switch.
Hey, easy.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Set. 190.
51. Dude. Slam.
Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
He'll have a first down and more past the 20. And he's going to get this all the way up to the 30-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. They keep it with Fournette on first down. Three quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. He'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. We've seen the pressure get to him several times in this game. There, though, we see him escape it.
And we've seen this rookie video before as well. That type of pressure, oftentimes, what do you resort to? Your legs, try and escape. What you hope is that this doesn't become habit for him, that he learns how to handle the pressure, still keep his eyes downfield, and make some throws.
That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
It was Taven Bryan who got him down defensively. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game.
You. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Here we go. Front field. Mike's 59.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
Mike, check. 59. Hey, check. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
SOS. Buffalo one. Hey, go orange. Orange.
Watch the ship.
To throw again. Rivers. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. To throw is Rivers. And he comes back with one complete. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a 1st down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down. 1st down, Rivers. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Lambo to add on the extra point. And it's 21-3. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position.
And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for Indy. 49 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Alpha!
Let's make these babies crawl all the way back home.
To throw, Rivers. This one into the hands of Burton. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, ready. Wait, 89.
To throw on third down, Rivers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. That one looks like he'll throw here. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. 2nd down in inches. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that. But there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A big play there. 77 yards. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Check, 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 check. Switch it, switch it, switch it.
Again, it's Fournette. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Come on now, let's go.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville, and maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided by this much of a margin?
Yeah, they thumped them.
Yeah, they jumped all over them. And a division game is usually a touchdown or less because these two teams know each other better than most teams in the league. In this case, that didn't hold up. On the road, big margin, big victory. Oh, yeah, that flight home will be good.
So for Jacksonville, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.